Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. I take refuge in the Buddha of infinite light and infinite life. Happy Equinox Gateway. We're having another beautiful day here in La Matrika. I wanted to record a very special Dharma talk for all of you for this very sacred day of the equinox. Today, the sun, our local Solaris, moves into the sign of Libra. This is the balancing of the scales, and this is the symbolism of equanimity or equality. This is the balancing of light and dark, equal night, equal day. And this also symbolizes the middle path as the sun rises on the equator, the middle of the earth, connected to our middle Dantian. You see, this is the middle path of Buddha. Buddha meaning the awakened one. So in this Dharma talk, this will be my last Dharma talk until either we're on the new earth or possibly the winter solstice or whichever comes first. This will be the only video you'll ever need to watch for your ascension journey, for I'm going to take you directly into the experience of God consciousness, your true self, Buddha mind. You see, in Sanskrit, Dharma means truth or ultimate truth, or the truth that never changes. For truth itself never changes. What is true changes. Sometimes what is true is false. Sometimes what is false is true. That is the paradox of this simulation. So I'm going to take you on a journey here, back to the beginning of time and space, before all existence, to connect you with your true self, your true nature. So we're going to explain a few things here, go on this journey together, so you have this direct experience of samadhi, or what we call Buddha mind. Buddha simply means the awakened mind, and I'm going to transmit to you mind to mind, heart to heart, Buddha consciousness, or the awakened state of consciousness through my eyes. I'm going to use my eyes as a doorway to my soul, directly into your soul. So I'm going to explain a few concepts before we go through and through and through to return to our original mind, our original state. You see, in the 0 point energy of this equinox, this is the middle path or middle Dantian. This is the yellow brick road symbolizing the gold path. See, gold symbolizes Buddha mind or Christ consciousness, cosmic consciousness, God consciousness. See, these words we use, these concepts, they are merely fingers pointing to the moon. All these fingers are pointing to the same moon. But the mind of humanity, the mind of man, wants to debate and question and have conflicts within, focusing on the finger instead of looking where the finger points. This is what we call divine union or samadhi or nirvana, the direct experience of God itself. Then once we have this experience through meditation, through self-awareness, through mindfulness. So when we sit in meditation, we say zazen, sitting meditation. Zen means meditation in Japanese. You see, this is some of the gnosis that the Zen masters I trained with for many years. Since I was 17 years young, now I'm 51 years young, and I've trained over 33 years with many masters, and now I come to you simply, humbly in this day, this great awakening, to transmit the knowledge to you so you can have this direct experience. I cannot give you this experience. I can merely guide you to the kingdom of heaven within. So we're going to navigate through these concepts. You see, the truth is beyond all concepts, but the mind of humanity, the mind of the human being, wants to turn something that is sublime, something that is divine, into something mundane. We want to conceptualize that which is beyond concepts. We call the unknowable self, or the unknowable mind. You see, there's the known, the tonal, and the nawal. The nawal is the unknown, and then that which is beyond the unknown. You see, the unknown can be known, but our true self, God, Creator, is what we call the unknowable. But you can have the experience. There's just no words that can describe it. You see, we want to describe the undescribable. We'll use the term God or Buddha. In Buddhism, we say Buddha is the awakened mind. This is what we call pure awareness. Pure awareness is God. You see, the great mind of Walter Russell would explain it in a scientific, philosophical. He was Christian, but he was an awakened master. He attained what we call cosmic consciousness or God consciousness, and he came back into this realm to teach, to guide humanity. And he would say, God is the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. And this is the scientific, obviously all religions have their own concept of what this creator, what source energy, what you might call energy in science. In Buddhism, Buddha, Taoism, we call the Tao. The Tao translated the way. You see, this is why the Master Jesus Christos, who is an angelic being that came to earth to teach humanity the truth, the knowledge, he would say, I am the way. See, this is also the I am presence. The I am that I am. You see, original mind wanted to understand, who am I? That age-old question, that question that comes up in all initiates' minds, like, who am I? Why am I here? What is this all about? What is this simulation we're living out and living in? Who am I? See, we experience or come to know who I am through experiencing what I am not. So this is a practice. I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not this world. If you're not any of these things, what are you? Or who are you? It's the same thing. Who, what, why, when, where. All these questions that are loops. See, we navigate through. We use the concepts to understand and to practice the arts, the spiritual arts of meditation, of mindfulness, mantras, whatever practice that will take you directly to source, to that still white magnetic light at the center of all things. And you see this still center is symbolized by the equinox, when the sun travels halfway between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, following the equator. The equator is the middle earth, the middle Dantian. It is the Christos, It is the Buddha. It is the Dharma. The Gnosis, this is the knowledge of the wisdom and truth of infinite source creator. So when you take this journey of enlightenment, you see the gold symbolizes the enlightened mind, the Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness, cosmic consciousness. This is the universal one, experience itself as an individual and within infinity. You see, wherever you are, no matter what timeline, what form you take, you're always in the middle. Everything out there expands back into self, into the still center. See, this 0 point symbolizes that stillness within, that still center, through the emptiness, through the void. And then we navigate beyond even the still white magnetic light by even dropping that concept and coming directly to what we call the great mystery, because it is the greatest mystery of all. That is unsolvable. But it is a mystery that doesn't need to be solved because it is your true nature. And when you look yourself in the eye of the spirit, The eyes of your spirit open, you come to know all things, and this is a perfect reflection of the mirror of the mind. When we let go of all things, return to source, return to center. That is the kingdom of heaven within that the masters teach about and talk about. So we have a concept in Zen Buddhism. We say from the very first, not a thing is. This is mu, M-U, mu, meaning not a thing. Because it is not something, it is not nothing, it is both and it is neither. At the same time, this is this paradox that we travel through to come to the knowledge of self-awareness, self-realization. And this is bliss, the state of pure awareness that I transmit to you now through this video. So we'll take a few slow, deep breaths and anchor into this now moment, this eternal now. We have the sun setting here in the west. The west is the symbol of the pure land. The pure land of Amida Buddha or Amitabha Buddha, of the Pure Land sect of Buddhism. In Japan, we call Shin Buddhism, S-H-I-N. After Shinran, the master that started the lineage. So bring your awareness into your physical body. And let go, let go, let go. Take some slow, deep breaths. Bring your awareness into this now. Feel yourself, either where you're standing, your feet touching the earth, your soul's touching Pachamama, our sacred mother, or feel yourself sitting on your cushion or your chair or your seat, wherever you are. Just feel, bring yourself into the body, into the awareness of this now. Let go, let go, let go. Quiet the mind. With each breath, you feel yourself becoming more relaxed. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck, your throat, your face. Gently smile, smile, smile into your heart center, middle dantian. It's the heart of the Creator. For it is in the self-realization when we become co-creators of this realm, of this reality. See, the power is in the silence, the power is in the stillness. This is why so many distractions and lies and propaganda to distract the mind. It's the monkey mind. See, Sifu taught us, be like the old monkey. You have the young monkeys gathering up all the bananas and running around, trying to get all the bananas they can, trying to gather up, never enough. They got to run around and grab the bananas while the old monkey sits back and just peels the banana, enjoys his meal. He sits back, enjoying watching all the young monkeys running around, gathering the bananas, Got to store up for the, dry season or whatever. Can't have enough, I might not have enough for tomorrow, so I got to gather it up. Instead of enjoying this moment, the taste of the banana, and kicking back, enjoying life. That's what we all do. That's what the mind, the little mind, the false mind, it's what it does. It's the hungry ghost, never having enough. Not enjoying this moment. Wait till tomorrow when the world's a better place, then I'll be happy. See, your mantra should be, now I'm happy, now I'm happy, now I'm happy. Not when I get this or attain that. Of course, we're always seeking, we're always refining our arts. The mind craves complexity and diversity. It's beautiful. There's great beauty in it. You see, we're shifting from time equals money to time equals art. We're not quite there yet. On the new earth, time equals art. Art, the beauty of creativity. This is the genius within, your creative genius. It's a conscious co-creator. So as your body becomes more relaxed, more in tune with nature, this is the balance of the scales, the yin merge with the yang with the yin. Water and fire come together, the eagle and the condor. Wisdom with the knowledge come together to become a whole person again, a real human being living from your heart, being connected to all things in this realm, in all timelines, all dimensions. There is no separation, only within this simulation. So let's take a quick journey together to the beginning, where the wheel of samsara started turning. When the void realized it was alive, that I am here. When the emptiness became conscious. How long ago was that? We don't know. There's different theories. The Hindus go back, 60 million, 250 million. We can say it was an infinity ago because it's irrelevant. It was a long, long, long time ago. Perhaps billions, maybe trillions of years in linear time. When God consciousness realized, woke up from nothingness and said, who am I? So imagine for a moment, you're this infinite creator that has infinite time, infinite space. What are you going to do? You're going to create infinite worlds, infinite dimensions, infinite timelines. And love your creation, love your art, your life. We're going to create infinite realities and individualized beings. You see, your pure awareness that is listening to these words now is one with this I am presence. It is the I am presence we call pure awareness or pure consciousness. They came here now for this divine mission of the great awakening. That's what brought you, your higher self, we might say, brought you to this video as a mere reflection of the truth that is within you. And I am simply just a mere reflection of your true self, transmitting the knowledge of your original mind before time and space. And yes, these are merely words until you experience it. And then you go out to the world and do your best to try to explain it to other aspects of yourself, like I'm doing here now. Good luck with that. So in the beginning was the word, sound, frequency, resonance. This is when the original mind said, what am I going to do? I'm going to create sounds. I'm going to resonate into myself, into my void, into my emptiness, and then see what we can build upon these sounds. Om, I'm going to resonate. There were no words for this, the resonation, the resolution. You see, all things are perfectly resolved in the unborn mind of Buddha, because when you realize this unborn nature, this eternal mind, that is infinite. We let go of all these things, yes, we come back into the story and live out our stories, I am a father in this timeline. I'm now, teaching. I'm a teacher, all these things. We keep teaching. It's infinite. It doesn't matter. Once you realize your true nature, you're no longer chasing and seeking out there in this world and books and videos and all these things. Although there's great beauty in that. There's nothing wrong with it. This is how we seek. We look outside ourselves for something to reflect back to ourself, truth. Then you realize I am the truth. And then this is the peace that we seek. We just smile. We laugh with the clouds and the trees, with the Tao, nature, with God, and say, this was fun. But I know, these problems in the world are not fun. The suffering, the trauma we all went through was not fun. As a kid, as a child, we used to say, it was real, brother. It was real, and it was fun, but it wasn't real fun. We had a lot of laughs, had a lot of pain, all these things which make us who we are. It's part of our story that we're living out through this timeline. And then now we come here together, two arrows meeting in midair. It's a miracle, actually, when you realize how special this moment is of enlightenment, how virtually almost impossible it is to come together in infinity and eternity, to hear the words of Buddha, to hear the words of the Christos, to hear truth, and then realizing that these words led me to the truth of who I am. And if we turn off our internal dialogue for a moment, you see the shamans will say it's our internal dialogue, that monkey mind that creates, keeps the world spinning, keeps the samsara. And the Buddha of this timeline, Shakyamuni, Buddha of the Shakya clan, the original Buddha of this timeline that turned the wheel of Dharma to free humanity from these wheels of suffering, these wheels of karma, wheels of samsara, which is the illusion. These time loops within time loops. You see this concept many of you have heard of rainbow body. It's really returning to your true state of light body. This true state, the true 0 point. You see you in rainbow body. In 2019, I was doing the rainbow body practices and I was down to about 3% of chi. You see, chi is energy. You bring it down into the center, the 0 point center, until you become that zero. You become that no thingness move. But right at 3%, I got a knock on my door from 3 light workers, 2 divine masculine and a divine feminine, that said, stop right there before you go any further. Do you love me? No. Kickback from the 80s or whenever that was. That's another timeline. 88, the 88, the 88 portal, 1988. The 2 became 1. The 2 timelines, the eagle merged with the Condor to take us to 2017 of the eclipse. The eclipse that happened that year. Of the 88 portal, which brings us to now, this 88 and this equinox. So these light workers, part of our ground crew team, said that your time's not up, your mission's not over. I was returning to, my higher state to reunite, with my sacred Condor in the higher realms in 12D Venus, I call it. It's the most pure state. It's the pure land. To myself and my queen, my goddess, the divine feminine that merged together, where our timelines came together in 2017 and we met in 2020. See, these guides were preparing me for this final mission of the eagle and the condor. So I had to, for the 8-8 Lions Gate of 2019, many of you joined me in that sacred ceremony. It's still on YouTube. You can look it up maybe. I don't know. Might be difficult to find. But many of you are Divine 44 that joined me in that mission of Kunlun Mountain. But in that ceremony, I had to be at 73%. I had to raise my chi back up to 73% to carry on until now. Now it is time for the eagle and condor to fly free with all of you into the void, into the stillness, into the silence here now. Let it go. Whatever rises up, just let it flow away. These are part of the illusions. No matter what it is, bliss, joy, sadness, fear, all the negative emotions, all the negative thoughts. Keep going through and through and through. This is what the masters transmitted to me to help me navigate through the pain, the trauma, the fears, the false projections, the illusions, Maya, we say, the Maya trying to keep you trapped in the illusions. Till we wake up in this now. It's the great awakening. This is time to wake up. This is your wake-up call. See, we're here to bring freedom to humanity, to Gaia, to all sentient beings. In this now, not some future timeline or not some past. In this now moment. For this is it. This is eternity, here now. And that's the message I bring to you today. So we travel to the beginning. If you want to resolve all things, we go back in consciousness to the beginning, before time and space existed. What do you see? Emptiness is form and form is emptiness. What do you hear? What does emptiness sound like? What is the sound of one hand clapping? Another popular koan, K-O-A-N, koan. It's like a sacred riddle. It's part of the great mystery. It's knowledge transmitted through the masters of Zen Buddhism to awaken their students, disciples, their initiates. So a student went to the master and said, if Buddha said all sentient beings have Buddha nature means the possibility of awakening, the possibility of self-realization, the possibility of Buddha consciousness, of Christ consciousness. So he asked the master, if all sentient beings have Buddha nature, what about a dog? He tried to trick the master. Or maybe was very curious, like the monkey mind going and say, well, if all sentient beings, how's a dog? If a dog can't meditate? Well, a dog lives in a constant state of meditation, doesn't need to attain Buddhahood. But the master simply replied to the student, moo, M-U, moo, not a thing. Now go sit on your cushion until all questions are gone. Till you reflect your mind perfectly. It brings an end to all questions. That's why all things are perfectly resolved in the awakened state. Now we can still live out our journey, You sit here in freedom and peace. Now what do? Do you teach? It's up to you. When you sit in the cave, it's a dragon. Like I was sitting in 2020 when my queen called out to me. And I said, I'll hear the calling of the Great Spirit and come on this final mission. Against all odds, everything, every obstacle I had to navigate through. I had to climb over, climb through, navigate through and through to return to my sacred Condor. Everything tried to stop me. Maya tried to stop me. The dark ones tried to stop me, but they could not. You see, we have legions upon legions that are assisting us, from the Angelics, from the Buddhas, infinite Buddhas of infinite timelines and dimensions. See, all beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas. This was taught by Zen Master Bankei many moons ago, when he realized his true nature and when he said, look with the eyes of your spirit, look with your soul, look with your pure awareness and see what you see beyond all concepts. And in that awakening, when this pure awareness, original mind, God consciousness, the still white magnetic light at the center of all things, the center of you, the center of me, the center of the universe, the center of the multiverse. It's all the same I am presence. I know it's almost too simple to be true. It's what the mind wants to do, wants to make a simple truth to something complex. Doesn't want to feel like it's spent its life in vain, but it's not in vain. For we all eventually return to source, return to center, return to stillness. But we can live out infinite timelines. There's no problem here. See, I'm sitting here with you in this pure awareness, living out this dream. This beautiful dream with my sacred Condor, our 3 children, our 2 precious, beautiful kitty cats. Kissing little Cocoa Puff, little Puffy on her pink little nose. That brings me so much joy. It's all about joy. What brings you joy? Now I'm happy. And then you attract the happiness, more happiness. Doesn't mean all problems go away. It doesn't mean life's easy, Everything's easier said than done, But in this now, we can be happy. In this now, we can be in bliss, in ecstasy. Put your hand to your heart and feel it. Say, yes, I am the void, I'm not greater than, I'm not less than, I'm equal to all things, equal to me, equal to you, equal to all those out there, all these stars in the multiverse. We're all one. And in this oneness is freedom. And you could just smile, 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 ground, ground, ground. Laugh our way to freedom. Hee hee, ha ha, ho ho. And just be in peace. You can live any life you would like. Live your greatest dream. Live your passions. There's nothing wrong with it. The dark ones, the false ones might want to bring you down, say your passion is evil, your passion is wrong, your joy. But it's not. It's all part of the story. It's all part of the simulation, this matrix. The holy waters and the holy fires come together. They rise together in perfect harmony, perfect balance. This is what this equinox, this is what this video is all about. Finding that balance in the middle path. Not too high, not too low, just right. We call the Goldilocks zone, the gold. It's the pure gold of your heart. Divine feminine, the sacred water. Merging with divine masculine, the sacred fire. The fire and the water. The red and the blue come together. The red, the blue. Left hand path, the blue, the right hand red. Venus and Mars. It's all symbolic of this divine union within, and in this divine union, you take a deep breath and smile into your heart. You realize this is it. There's nothing to attain. There's nothing more special than this here now, and enjoy this moment. This is not a trick. This is just bringing you the truth. Realize it yourself. Use your own discernment. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm here to simply guide you to knowledge, to help you find the kingdom of heaven within, and then you can realize that, wow, this was a real trip. It's a real crazy journey. It's like the Cheshire Cat told Alice, you have to be crazy to come here. You have to be mad to come here, because it is madness. all this duality, all these problems, all this high and low, but the new earth we're here to manifest when we all live from our hearts, being connected to all things. This is the new human, Homo Luminous, and we're not leaving till we all rise together, all our good people of the new earth. So I put out every day in my transmissions in the beginning, beginning of every transmission, I repeat, I know a lot, but there's only so many words we can use to point to the truth, to point to God. I know religions have different concepts. Some old guy with a gray beard up there in the clouds, or some tree, the pagans that worship this tree as God, but they're just representatives that represent the energy that is the purity of your true nature. And there's beauty in all these teachings. The fact is to pick a path. Doesn't matter what the path is. If you pick Hinduism, if you pick Muslim, Islam, whirling dervish, spin till you feel like you're standing still. If that's your path, go all the way to the stillness. If it's Christianity, seek the kingdom of heaven within, through the Christ. The Christ is the love of Source Creator that pulses through your body, that resonates in your still white magnetic light. You can feel it now rising up like bliss. The bliss bubbles within. It might give you the chills. It might make you laugh. It might make you cry, but you know it. You know the truth, for you are the truth. I don't need to teach you the truth. I'm just teaching you the way to truth. Through love and through bliss, and through gnosis, the knowledge, the teachings of the masters. For this is the greatest shift of the ages as we shift into 5D, New Earth. It's all symbols of the Pure Land, which means where each step we take upon this blessed, beautiful, sacred Mother Earth, we touch as our feet, the soles of our feet, connected. This is the roots of our body, our legs and our feet. Connect with the crystalline core of our mother, our great mother, Gaia, the Mariam, Mary Magdalene, Virgin Mary. This is all symbolic of the divine feminine. The compassion, the wisdom, the Condor, merging with the knowledge, science and religion come together, finally, to free humanity from all dogma, from all ideologies, all fundamentalism of control. We're all rebels here. We rebelled against the systems of suffering to come here now for these final missions of the Great Awakening as we rise together through this ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. So thank you all for your support. Thank you for joining us on this great mission. Thank you for joining me today on this very special equinox as we navigate through this labyrinth, through the illusions, into the truth, our true nature, Buddha mind, Christ consciousness, cosmic consciousness. And then we let it all go. Boom. That's the supernova. When we compress into, everything expands as a sphere. Non-linear compresses as a square, linear, till we return to center. So we keep living out these patterns until we return to center and then free ourselves, and in turn free humanity from these time loops, these cycles within cycles, and then live in freedom and peace and joy, prosperity, abundance, all these things we talk about in our daily transmissions. So thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for your support, your love, your blessings, and your great beauty that you brought to this world. Have a most beautiful, blessed equinox and awakening journey. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.